G'day and welcome to another video with Better Pics. Hope this finds you all well. Today we're having a quick look at the color mixer within Adobe Lightroom. Just as it is in Adobe Camera Raw, the mixer in Adobe Lightroom gives you some fantastic controls over the color within your images. And we're going to look at a couple of examples today on how we can use it as a really effective tool to take control. All right, we're going to start with this image. You can see there's lots of greens in here, a bit of a waterfall, some warmer tones within the rocks next to this waterfall. Obviously, this is photographed in a rainforest environment, and some really great colors there to look at. The other image that we're going to look at is more of a golden sunset, so you can see there's lots of oranges and yellows within this image as well. All right. Let's start with the rainforest image first. And if we have a look at the color mixer, you can see that there's some predetermined colors there. And these colors will pretty much cover most situations and most colors that you'll see in most photographs. So what we need to do, for example, with this image, if we wanted to adjust the greens, we just select the green channel and we can make a hue adjustment to change the, nature of the color. So you can see it's going from greens to yellows if I slide that slider all the way to the left, and a deeper, more rich green or more pure green if we go all the way to the right. Saturation, as expected, is the intensity of color. So all the way to the left, we're going to lose that intensity. All the way to the right, we're going to increase that intensity. Now, obviously, the changes that I'm making in this edit are quite big, but it's just for demonstration purposes. Always approach your edits to what works for the images and what works for what you're trying to achieve with your images. And you don't want to go overboard. You really want to try and almost take a conservative approach, for want of better words, to make sure that the edits that you're making are really going to work and give you the results that you're looking for. Lastly, we're going to look at luminance, and that's just the brightness. So obviously, slide it to the left, we go a little bit darker, slide it to the right, we go a little bit brighter. Now, if you want to target specific colors within your image, there's actually a little tool here. If we hover over it, it's called the Target Adjustment Color Mixer, and it allows you to adjust the color mixer by dragging directly in the photo. And what that does is if I select that tool and I hover, you can see there's a little circle there. I'm going to hover over the green and I can go left or right, and it allows me to adjust the hue of that color. Now, there's a little option here that you can make further selections. Obviously, I've made that hue adjustment initially, but say, for example, I want to make a saturation. I just need to click and drag, and the saturation is being adjusted. Same with the luminance. Click and drag, and the brightness is being adjusted. And you can see over here on the right hand side on the panel, there's two little dots under the green and yellow, and they're the two colors that are being affected by that method of adjustment. So the beauty of that is that if you go, well, actually these edits aren't working, I just need to double click on each of where those edits have been made, and they will go back to where they started. There we go, and there we go. So we're now back at the beginning with the image and no adjustments have been made. So you could describe this as non-destructive editing because it allows you to make changes and then remove those changes if they're not working for the image. All right, let's have a look at that other sunset image. As I mentioned earlier, there's lots of oranges and yellows and really warm tones within this image. So what we're going to do is just select the orange color. Going to make that hue adjustment. You can see it really changes that color. Again, these aren't adjustments that I would necessarily make, but they're just for demonstration purposes. Saturation, increase intensity all the way to the right or decrease all the way to the left. And luminosity is, or luminance I should say, is obviously the brightness. So you can see it's getting brighter or darker. Either way. And again, that tool, the targeted adjustment tool, you can click and select, and it's going to help with making adjustments specific to colors within the image. Both hue, saturation, and luminance can all be changed in this method as well, which is a really good thing. So as with the color mixer tools that are available in Adobe Camera Raw and Lightroom Classic, the color mixer tool in Lightroom is really a tool that you should check out. Grab some of your images, have a bit of a play and experiment, see if it works for your workflow, and if it helps to allow you to get your images to where you want them to be, and have a bit of a play and see what results you get. Thanks as always for stopping by. Don't forget, any questions are welcome in the comments below, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.